The King's Pawn Opening. It's a name that echoes through the halls of chess history. This opening is a fundamental building block in a chess player's arsenal. It's a journey that begins with a single, decisive move, 1e4. But don't be fooled by its apparent simplicity. This opening is a gateway to a world of tactical richness and strategic depth, a world where every move carries weight and every decision matters. The beauty of the King's Pawn Opening lies in its versatility. It's a dynamic opening that allows white to dictate the pace of the game from the very start. Whether you prefer sharp tactical battles or slow strategic grinds, the King's Pawn offers a path for every player. It's a testament to the enduring power of this opening that it continues to be a favorite among beginners and grandmasters alike. This essay serves as your guide to the King's Pawn Opening. We'll delve into its intricacies, explore its variations, and equip you with the knowledge to navigate its complexities. So buckle up and get ready to unlock the power of the King's Pawn. 1e4. This simple move, advancing the King's Pawn 2 squares forward, is a declaration of intent. It's a bold move that announces to your opponent, I'm here to play and I'm here to win. But what exactly does 1e4 achieve? Let's break it down. Firstly, 1e4 immediately stakes a claim in the center of the board. Control of the center is paramount in chess as it provides greater mobility for your pieces and restricts your opponent's options. By controlling the center, you gain a strategic advantage from the outset. Secondly, 1e4 opens up lines for your queen and bishop, two of your most powerful attacking pieces. This allows for rapid development and the potential to launch early attacks. A well-timed attack can throw your opponent off balance and lead to a decisive victory. Finally, 1e4 prepares the way for your king's safety through castling, a crucial defensive maneuver in the opening. Castling secures your king behind a wall of pawns, protecting it from early threats. Remember, a safe king is a happy king. After you play 1e4, the chessboard becomes a battleground of ideas. Your opponent has several responses, each leading to different paths and possibilities. Let's examine some of the most common responses and the strategies behind them. 1e5. The symmetrical response. Black mirrors. White's move, leading to an open game characterized by tactical skirmishes and a battle for central control. This is a popular choice for beginners, as it offers a straightforward approach to the opening. 1c5. The Sicilian defense. A bold and aggressive response that immediately challenges White's control of the center. The Sicilian defense is known for its sharp lines and theoretical depth, making it a favorite among experienced players. 1e6. The French defense. A more solid and defensive approach, where Black aims to undermine White's pawn structure and create counterattacking opportunities. The French defense often leads to closed positions with complex pawn structures. 1c6. The Caro-Kann defense. Another solid response, the Caro-Kann focuses on building a strong pawn structure and waiting for White to overextend. It's a sound choice for players who prefer a more positional style. Section 4. Ruy Lopez and the Sicilian Labyrinth. Now that we've explored some common responses to 1e4, let's dive into two specific variations that frequently arise from the King's Pawn Opening, the Ruy Lopez and the Sicilian defense. The Ruy Lopez, named after a 16th century Spanish priest and chess enthusiast, arises after the moves 1e4, e5, 2 knight f3, knight c6, and 3 bishop b5. White aims to pressure Black's e5 pawn and develop the bishop to a strong square. The Ruy Lopez is a strategically rich opening that often leads to close positions with maneuvering battles. The Sicilian defense, on the other hand, is a more aggressive beast altogether. It arises after the moves 1e4, c5, immediately challenging White's control of the center. The Sicilian defense is a vast and complex opening with numerous variations, making it a favorite among players who enjoy tactical complexity and sharp lines. Both the Ruy Lopez and the Sicilian defense have spawned countless books and articles, and mastering them requires dedication and a deep understanding of their nuances. However, the rewards are well worth the effort. Section 5. French defense and Caro-Kann, walls of resistance. While the Ruy Lopez and Sicilian defense offer sharp and tactical battles, the French defense and Caro-Kann provide a more solid and positional approach for Black. These openings are like fortresses designed to withstand White's attacks and slowly squeeze the life out of their position. The French defense arises after the moves 1e4, e6. Black's plan is to challenge White's control of the d4 square with a later d5 pawn push. creating a cramped position where white's pieces may find it difficult to maneuver. The Caro-Can defense, on the other hand, arises after the moves 1e4, c6. Black's goal is to control the center with pawns and develop pieces to active squares, waiting for white to overextend or make a mistake. Both the French defense and Caro-Can are known for their strategic depth and complex pawn structures. They require patience and a keen eye for positional nuances to master. Section 6. The Art of Piece Development and Central Control. In the opening, your primary goals are to develop your pieces effectively and fight for control of the center. Piece development involves moving your pieces from their starting squares to more active positions where they can influence the game. Central control, as mentioned earlier, is crucial for dictating the pace of the game and restricting your opponent's options. When developing your pieces, prioritize your knights and bishops, as they are generally more effective in the opening than rooks and your queen. Aim to develop your pieces to squares where they are protected by your own pawns and can attack your opponent's pieces or control important squares. Avoid moving the same piece multiple times in the opening, as this wastes valuable time. Instead, focus on developing each piece once to its ideal square. Remember, the opening is a race to develop your forces and gain control of the board. Section 7. Mastering Tactics, Pins and Forks. Tactics are like lightning strikes in a game of chess. They can turn the tide of a game in an instant, punishing your opponent's mistakes and securing you a decisive advantage. Two common tactical motifs that frequently arise from the king's pawn opening are pins and forks. A pin is a tactic where you attack a piece that is blocking a more valuable piece behind it. For example, in the Rye Lopez, white's bishop on b5 pins black's knight on c6 to the king. This pin restricts the knight's movement and can lead to tactical opportunities for white. A fork is a tactic where you attack two or more of your opponent's pieces simultaneously with a single piece. Knights are particularly adept at executing forks due to their unique L-shaped movement. For example, a knight on e5 can fork a queen on d7 and a rook on h8. By mastering these basic tactical motifs, you'll be well equipped to